Assalamualaikum and good evening to my fellow candidates. I'm candidate A. Okay, today we're gonna discuss about the activity, the best activity we gonna organize for our Nature's Week. In my opinion, I think we should organize tree planting activities. I have 3 points why we should organize tree planting activities. My first point is, trees are important. Importance is to improve our air quality. That the trees is filtering harmful gases and pollutants such as carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. Since we all know that in the city there is a lot of air pollution that causes from car, motorcycle that release harmful gases. Alright, that's my first point. My second point is tree also produce a lot of oxygen. That a lot of good oxygen to our environment, that keeping us to breathe a good air that make us healthier, and also it even can improve our academic performance. Studies shows that yawning is not show us sleepy in the class, but it shows that we don't have enough oxygen in our body. So there is a very important to have oxygen. That means which is important to have a tree in our environment. That's my second point. And my third point is lastly, with this activity we will also support our larger community effort to help grow a lot of trees in our environment. That's all. What's your opinion, candidate B?
For me, I prefer we organize a trip to national park. Why I say like that? Because there are many reasons. First, I think from a trip to national park, we can gain more knowledge about various plants that we never seen before this. Second, I believe that from a trip that we can show our love and care to a home of native plants and animals. My reason that not all about nature. It's also about us as a student. We faces many conditions and many conditions that make us stress. From that stress, we can release our stress. We can relax our mind, which is from the tree. We can hear bird creeping, a smell of nature that's very fresh. Very fresh, I'm sure. Second, we also can spend our time wisely with nature. Why not from many activities that we done before this? Why not we spend time for nature? That show we really love our nature. That's all. So what say you, candidate C?
Okay, thank you, candidate B. I believe that organizing a camping trip to a forest reserve would be the best activity for the week. Forest reserves such as Ayer Hitam Forest Reserve, KL Forest Eco Park, and Kota Damansara Community Forest Reserve are the ideal destination for the camping activity. It is the best chance for us to leave the concrete jungle and relax our tense mind. Besides that, going camping can be a great way to have a fun holiday for a lot less if we have a small travel budget. Camping is a very not expensive alternative to the traditional holiday. The cost per night at the campsite is much cheaper than a night in a hotel. Also, you will likely be cooking your own food, over a campfire is much more cheaper eating in a restaurant. Other than that, camping can let us feel like going back to basics and enjoy simple pursuits such as riding bicycle, hiking, and also swimming, and playing games together as a family. Many people find that they got a better sleep during camping as they are sleeping in the fresh air miles away from the noise and hustle in the city. The peace and tranquil atmosphere of camping will help to reduce our mental stress, and enjoying the serenity of great outdoors will make you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Thank you. Okay, what do you think, Candidate D?
Okay, in my opinion, the activities that I suggest for the nature week is organizing a cycle day. The reason I chose this activity is because this activity can reduce the size of landfills. It helps to keep the pollution in check and decrease it little by little. It also offers cash benefit. Many teenagers can pick up cycling as the way to make the extra money on the side. All newspaper, plastic, rubber and cans can be sold for the money. It also saves energy. The benefits of cycling are simple, but the effect they can have are large. I believe students have a lot of newspaper at their home or their college, so they can bring their own newspaper and sell on that day. That's all my point.
Sorry to interrupt. I think I changed my mind and agree with Candidate A that organize a tree planting was a best activity to our nature weeks. I say that because tree can reduce the urban heat islands through reduce the sunlight, to reduce the amount of sunlight that reach at a building or open area like a parking lot. So someone want to say nothing?
Okay. You still with your opinion, guys too?
I support the best activity that we can organize for the nature week is tree planting. Anything to add?
No. Now continue with your...
Based on our discussion, most of us agree that the tree planting is the best activity that can be organized on nature weeks. Thanks a lot for the interesting discussion.